Day 31 in the month of October. Bible study from the book of Proverbs chapter 30 verse 1 to 31, King James Version. This passage, from Proverbs 31 to 1 to 31, is known as the words of King Lemuel. It begins with wise counsel from a mother to her son, King Lemuel, about character, leadership, and virtues, especially as embodied in a virtuous woman. Let's take each verse in turn, with reflections and illustrations to illuminate its meaning. Verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. Lemuel's mother imparts wisdom to her son, advice that transcends generations. This opening teaches the value of godly counsel from parents, especially from mothers who nurture and instill wisdom. Her guidance is akin to a mentor's advice in business or life, laying down principles to help one avoid pitfalls. Verse 2. What, my son? And what, the son of my womb? And what, the son of my vows? This verse shows a mother's deep care and connection to her child. She sees Lemuel not only as her son, but also as someone with a divine purpose. It reminds us of how parents lovingly remind children of their potential and promises made for their future, like a parent might pray over a child before a big decision or responsibility. Verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Here, the mother warns her son against compromising his integrity or power through poor relationships. It's a call to avoid distractions that could derail a leader's purpose, just as leaders today are warned about the influence of unhealthy relationships or indulgences. Lemuel's mother emphasizes the need for discernment. Verses 4 to 5. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink, and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. The mother cautions against overindulgence, especially for those in positions of authority. Substance abuse can impair judgment, leading to neglect of responsibilities. This lesson is seen today in professionals who maintain discipline to stay sharp, knowing they must be at their best to serve and lead effectively. Verses 6 to 7. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink, and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. While Lemuel's mother is not promoting escapism, she acknowledges that some use wine to cope with hardship. For leaders, however, self-control is essential. It's a reminder that those who have responsibilities should find healthier ways to handle stress, just as a CEO or parent might choose positive outlets like prayer or support networks. Verse 8. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Leaders should advocate for the voiceless. This is a call for justice and compassion, qualities essential for anyone in authority. Think of modern leaders who champion the rights of the marginalized, lending their voice to those who can't speak for themselves. Verse 9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Lemuel's mother reminds him to seek fairness for everyone, particularly the disadvantaged. This call to righteousness aligns with the role of ethical leaders, who strive to make decisions that consider the well-being of all, especially the vulnerable. The virtuous woman. These verses describe an ideal woman, whose character and actions bring honor to her household and community. Each verse highlights a different aspect of her virtue, providing a timeless model of strength, compassion, and dedication. Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. A virtuous woman is rare and valuable, like a precious gem. In modern terms, her worth goes beyond material wealth, embodying integrity and kindness, qualities that money can't buy. Verse 11. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Her husband trusts her completely, knowing she act in the family's best interest. Today, this is seen in partnerships where trust and support are the foundation, allowing each person to grow. Verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. A virtuous person brings positive energy and support to their relationships. This reminds us that love and commitment are more than feelings, they're consistent actions over a lifetime. Verse 13. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is industrious and willing to put in the effort. Today, this might mean balancing multiple responsibilities, whether at home or work, always with dedication. Verse 14. She is like the merchant ships, she bringeth her food from afar, like a merchant ship that brings goods from far lands. She ensures her family has everything they need. This could be compared to someone who shops carefully, seeking quality and value for their family's benefit. Verse 15. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. Her selflessness and dedication are evident in her early rising to care for others. This mirrors a parent or caregiver who prioritizes others' needs, often sacrificing their own comfort. Verse 16. She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. Her wisdom extends to investments and planning for the future. Like an entrepreneur who researches and invests in a new venture, she uses her resources wisely. Verse 17. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. Strength, both physical and mental, is part of her character. This shows that resilience is a trait to cultivate, especially when facing challenges. Verse 18. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She is diligent, working late to ensure success. It's the image of someone who commits fully to their responsibilities. Whether at work or home, avoiding complacency. Verse 28. Her children arise up, and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praiseth her. Her family appreciates and honors her for her unwavering love and dedication. This speaks to the legacy of love and sacrifice, where, like a teacher or mentor, the impact of her devotion is seen in the lives of those she nurtures. Verse 29. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Her qualities are rare and outstanding, setting her apart. This verse highlights that while many strive for excellence, her commitment to righteousness, wisdom, and love makes her exceptional. Verse 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. True value lies not in outward beauty, but in reverence for God, in a world that often prioritizes appearances. This verse teaches that character and faith are of far greater worth and lasting influence. Verse 31. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. The virtuous woman deserves recognition for her hard work and integrity. Her legacy is evident in her actions and influence, speaking for her long after she's gone. This is a reminder that our lives leave a lasting impact, and that our actions will ultimately speak louder than words. Summary and life application. The Proverbs 31 woman embodies an ideal of virtue, integrity, and selflessness. Her example isn't only about fulfilling a specific role, but about embodying qualities like diligence, wisdom, kindness, and faith. This passage inspires us to cultivate these virtues, whether in our homes, workplaces, or communities, leaving a legacy that reflects God's love and righteousness. May the good Lord bless His word in our hearts and help us to be doers of His word. In Jesus' mighty name, Amen. Kindly subscribe and turn on post notification, For more prayers and Bible reading, God bless you.